Today we are checking out Agnes Tachyon's real-life horse career through another amazing video from Pyrex. All right, this is Agnes Tachyon, the Phantom of Umamusume. I have seen beginning of a new era. I think we're releasing it on, actually, it might already be posted on Patreon by now. Today's Tuesday, right? It's already probably posted. You can go check that out if you're interested in go checking it out over on Patreon. But yeah, I mean, I've seen it now, so now we can watch this story of Agnes Tachyon. Don't forget to click the like button and leave a comment. Will we bring the movie over to YouTube? Probably. Will we bring the rest of Umamusume to YouTube? I don't know. I don't know about all that. I'm still up in the air on it. It's still a tough thing. It's a tough decision to make because of, 3 copyright strikes. I think that it's almost certain that I'm not going to be doing the reactions to Cinderella Grey on YouTube, season 2. But maybe we bring back Uma non-Cinderella Grey, since Cinderella Grey was the main offender for me, getting the copyrights. I don't exactly know, but this is a long intro. Let's actually check this thing out.
Rivalries are something all too common in Umamusume. A strong rival, in most situations, present the ability for our protagonists to push past their boundaries and overcome hardship.
Yo,
in having
such
strong
a good
competitors, the only option
I'm
is
so
to
excited
dig
for the
deep
next
and work
part of
as hard as you can to break past your limits.
Cinderella Grey.
Beginning of a New Era is a prime example of showcasing that pursuit of greatness in Umamusume. However, what happens when your rival is someone completely untouchable, a presence so overwhelming that it would shatter all confidence someone would have?
Damn.
The history of Japanese horse racing has seen many strong competitors come and go as the years have progressed.
Sheesh.
Rarely do we see such dominating careers as Simbali Rudolph and Katsuragi Ace. Maiden debuts are normally where these horses shine, showing a new audience what they're capable of. But what happens when all expectations are shattered? When the audience is shown the sheer potential a new racer has? One who would dominate the racetrack and disappear as quickly as they came, leaving behind such a strong legacy that would usher in a new era of horse racing.
Damn.
This is the story of Agnes Tachyon,
Bro, I've
the
been
Phantom
fiending
of the
to find out.
racetrack. Unlike other videos, this one will be surprisingly short. Agnes Tachyon's
very
racing
short
career
career.
isn't that extensive, but it is the importance of his participation in his short career that would solidify him in horse racing history. Agnes Tachyon was born on April 13, 1998, and from the very beginning had clear potential to be a strong racehorse. Tachyon's sire was Sunday Silence, a famous racehorse from America who'd been brought over to Japan.
Sunday Silence
was one of the best sires that Japan had ever seen, displaying strong pedigrees to pass down to the various children he'd have in his retirement. It wasn't only Tachyon's sire that was famous, but his dam as well. The dam of Agnes Tachyon was Agnes Flora, a well-known racehorse, most notably placing first in the Oka show. Agnes is a clan name which shows Tachyon's lineage, and the name Tachyon is defined as a hypothetical particle faster than the speed of light. From birth, expectations were high for Tachyon to fill the shoes of both his mother and father's history. Though Tachyon displayed a strong lineage, he would not be seen as a favorite to win his debut race. Tachyon had not seen much training in comparison to his competition, leading many to believe that his abilities wouldn't be as sharp against other horses at the debut. Tachyon would claim victory in this debut race over the fan favorite rebroadcast, cementing his position as a fierce competitor. In some cases, debut races are the only first place finishes some horses achieve. However, for Tachyon, it would only be the beginning of a string of multiple victories to come. Tachyon's debut race would also show the audience that he was far above the capabilities of other newcomers. During the final spurt of the race, Tachyon would clear 600 meters in 33.8 seconds. Most racehorses average a time of 35 to 36 seconds to clear the same distance, with notably strong horses being able to barely lower that time to 34. Tachyon wasn't only winning debut races against newbies either. In his very next race, Tachyon would challenge some of the greatest names to come in this era of racing, one of the most notable being Jungle Pocket. Pocket, the main character in Beginning of a New Era, isn't anyone to scoff at either. Pocket's career, though not as impressive as Tachyon's, would end the dynasty of TM Opera O, an undefeated G1 racehorse, and officially usher in a new generation of horse racing. Pocket wouldn't only defeat a strong Japanese racehorse, but also would stand atop the strongest in the world, claiming victory in the Japan Cup in 2001.
Awesome.
Umamusume portrays Agnes Tachyon as an Uma obsessed with pushing past her own limits.
Scary.
She wishes,
dude, Agnes Tachyon, very scary. Scary, maybe scary is not the right word, but like focused, hyper-focused.
To see how far her body can go before breaking, and the true peak that an Umamusume can reach while racing. She's absolutely obsessed with this research and is rarely seen training or taking anything else seriously. In the anime, her presence is eerie, almost haunting as we first encounter her alongside Jungle Pocket. It isn't just the first meeting that proves offsetting, but the deranged nature Tachyon shows on the racetrack.
Yeah,
During
she's just so locked in.
Race, at the Radio Tampa High Sansei Stakes, the anime would showcase just how overwhelming Tachyon's racing style was for her opponents. Tachyon's real-life counterpart wouldn't just win this race, but also would set a record time.
Damn.
It would be following this race, and after only 2 races in total of his career, that Tachyon's trainer, Masayuki Nagahama, would set his sights on making Tachyon the next Triple Crown racehorse.
Okay.
After making this decision, Nagahama would schedule Tachyon's next race to be the Yayoi Show.
Okay.
The Yayoi Show is seen by many as a prelude to the Triple Crown series.
Interesting.
Should Tachyon place first in this race too, it would only further solidify Nagahama's belief that he could be the next Triple Crown recipient.
Okay.
By this point in Tachyon's short career, he would become well known by both trainers and jockeys alike. One peculiar thing about the 2001 Yayoi Show is a low number of horses participating in this race. Normally, the Yayoi Show is a place where the strongest congregate, all with dreams similar to Tachyon's, to seize the next Triple Crown. However, due to
this year it wasn't
entry,
a lot?
Several trainers would pull from the competition.
Oh, wow. Tachyon was that scary to compete against?
Tachyon's sheer presence alone was a force to be reckoned with.
Holy
once
shit.
More, clearly displayed in beginning of a new era. Unsurprisingly, Tachyon would win the Yayoi Show without any issues. Tachyon's jockey, Hiroshi Kawachi, at this point also firmly believed in Tachyon's capabilities to seize a Triple Crown.
Interesting.
This wasn't a close race whatsoever. Tachyon had won by 5 horse lengths over Born King. Once more, displaying to the audience that Tachyon was in a league
5
all
lengths.
his own.
Wow.
In the anime, Cygames pays close attention to Tachyon's name, displaying her running state as if she's chasing an ideal form of herself. This is the pinnacle of Tachyon's dream.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't, tying Tachyon to like, you know what I mean? I didn't really catch on to that.
Living up to the name given to her. With an overwhelming victory at the Yayoi Show, it comes as no surprise that a month later, Tachyon would be entered in the Satsuki Show, the first step to achieving the prestigious Triple Crown. Once more, Tachyon would enter the race against Jungle Pocket. This would also mark Tachyon's first G1 race in his career. It would come as no shock that Tachyon would place first at the Satsuki Show, displaying an effortless victory once more over a group of tough competitors.
Wow!
When finishing this race, Kawachi would hold up one finger over his head, signifying this was the first of 3 wins for the prestigious Triple Crown title. In the anime, this would shatter Jungle Pocket and drive her to push as hard as she could to catch up to Tachyon, declaring her as her rival and vowing to beat her. Despite this, as real-life events would recall, Jungle Pocket would never get that chance. In the anime, Agnes Tachyon, following her 4 consecutive wins, would announce a sudden retirement, chalking it up to seeing the potential in Jungle Pocket to surpass a barrier Tachyon couldn't reach. Keeping true to her normal personality, Tachyon states that it's not important that she keeps racing, as she's already proven her strength over Pocket, only driving home the emphasis of—
I don't like that though. I'm not a big fan of, I like a good rematch. If you beat someone twice, we don't need a third. But if you beat someone once, I could see a rematch. You know what I mean? I could see that. I could see there being a rematch. And then if the opponent takes the second, we gotta go for a third, right? A trilogy.
Their difference in strength. The sudden retirement of Tachyon will reflect a brief examination that he'd undergo before the Tokyo Yushun. On May 2nd, 2001, it was discovered that Tachyon had a bowed tendon in his front left leg. Though not as severe as other Umas we've covered in previous videos, The injury was enough to cause his trainer to retire him on August 29th. The Tokyo Yushun would take place on May 27, 2001, with Jungle Pocket taking first place. This caused major controversy to stir, seeing how with Takyon's absence, Pocket was able to steal a victory. This sudden retirement, as reflected in the anime, came as a harsh blow to horse racing fans. Many firmly believed in Takyon's capability to obtain the Triple Crown, and the race records following his retirement only acted to solidify that claim. In addition to the Sasuke Show and Tokyo Yushun, the Kika Show would also be won by a competitor Tachyon would beat effortlessly in past races. Manhattan Cafe would claim the Kika Show victory with Takyon's absence, making both remaining Triple Crown races won by horses Tachyon had previously bested.
And Agnes Tachyon is a huge fan favorite of Uma fans, too.
This would lead people to give Agnes Tachyon the nickname of the Phantom Triple Crown, a racehorse who clearly would have dominated in his era of racing. A presence so strong that it led some to withdraw from the competition entirely against him. In the anime, as Umamusume does,
big what if, right?
The aim is to honor the legacy that would follow Tachyon's retirement. Jungle Pocket would try time and time again to convince Tachyon to continue racing. However, hiding her injury and true motives, Pocket would only be met with the same answer each and every time. Tachyon had already proved her dominance over Pocket, and through this, Tachyon wanted to see just how much further Pocket could surpass her.
She did admittedly beat Pocket twice, so it's like, I've already shown you, there's no reason to do a third. But it's also at the beginning of their careers. What about later on after some experience is gained? Going back-to-back wins, bum. You know, if it's a win in Satsuki and then a win at the Japan Cup, then it's, you know, it's like, well, that's a year later, you still beating her pretty dominantly? Yeah, you're better.
The remainder of Beginning of a New Era follows Jungle Pocket's internal struggle with never being able to compete with Tachyon again. Her rival had essentially vanished after proving undefeated strength on the racetrack. During this time, Tachyon would seem content with this decision, the seeming injury she'd gotten having prevented her from truly realizing her full potential. It would be at Jungle Pocket's race at the Japan Cup that Tachyon would realize that she didn't want someone else to reach that point for her, but instead, she'd aim to reach it herself. Through Jungle Pocket's perseverance, even with Tachyon's absence, her resolve had shifted, ending the movie off with the defeat of TM Opera O and ushering in the new era of Umas. These being Dansu Flame, Manhattan Cafe, Jungle Pocket, and Agnes Tachyon.
Does Agnes Tachyon make a comeback?
Some aspects of the movie, I highly suggest watching Beginning of a New Era.
Oh, the movie's crazy.
For how short the runtime was, it really is one of the best things Cygames has produced in the Umamusume anime universe. Following the real horse's retirement, Agnes Tachyon would participate in retirement races, which are far less competitive than the previous victories he'd accumulated over his career. Both Tachyon's jockey and trainer stated that Tachyon simply loved to race, and all of his monstrous victories could simply be due to that fact. In addition to participating in retirement races, Tachyon would also become a highly successful breeding stallion, being named the lead stallion in 2008. Some notable offspring of Tachyon's were Deep Sky and Daiwa Scarlet. Tachyon would pass away suddenly in 2009 due to an acute heart failure. Today, Tachyon is still remembered as a Phantom Triple Crown racer, one who suddenly emerged and was extinguished before he could recognize.
Agnes Tachyon is the parent of Daiwa Scarlet.
Greatness. Even though his career was brief,
Tachyon had a crazy amount of kids, 2,500 plus. Damn.
Tachyon aided to usher in a new era, but
like
sadly, couldn't be a part of it.
Damn, interesting.
This was the story of Agnes Tachyon.
Agnes Tachyon,
the Phantom of the Racecourse, who redefined the racing world.
Ushered in a new era, but couldn't be part of it. That's crazy. That is so very interesting. again, man, as I always say, just go and check out Pyrex' video, you know, go show some love. Leave a comment, leave a like, you know. Yeah, show a little love. Leave a comment, go and leave a like on his video, okay? Go show some love over there. Oh, wait, oh, a little correction from the video, as some commenters have pointed out, Tiamat Bro's winning streak was not ended by, oh yeah, she lost to, whatchamacallit. Yeah, it's true. True. Okay, cool. Yeah, we just saw that because of the, we watched the Tiamat Bro video. Anyways, awesome. Let me know your thoughts on Agnes Tacyon's career down in the comments. How do you feel? Dude, big what if, right? Big what if. Hope you enjoyed this video. Click the like button, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel